Bravo fans, brace yourselves. Real Housewives of Potomac star Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Osefo, just got caught up in some real-life drama. We're talking handcuffs and charges type of drama. Both were arrested in Maryland and booked on a laundry list of fraud charges. In fact, Eddie alone is facing 18 counts, including 9 felony charges for allegedly providing false info and committing fraud. The pair were busted on October 9th and hit with 16 plus charges each, all tied to an oh-so-sneaky scheme that could land them from the Real Housewives to the real jailhouse. Here's the tea on the alleged scam. Back in April 2024, Wendy and Eddie reported that they returned from a vacation in Jamaica to find their Maryland mansion ransacked, a whole burglary scene. They claimed that dozens of luxury handbags, jewelry, clothes worth over $200,000 were stolen right out of their bedroom. They even filed insurance claims totaling nearly $450,000 for the losses. Whew, that's a lot of Chanel and Gucci. But plot twist, investigators now say this tale was faker than a knockoff designer bag. According to the Carroll County Sheriff, Wendy actually purchased and then returned many of those high-end items for full refunds before the alleged burglary ever happened. And the kicker, after the supposed break-in, Wendy posted a photo on Instagram rocking a diamond ring that she had reported as stolen. Sis basically outed her own alleged scam on the gram, a spectacular self-own, as one outlet put it. But wait, there's more, because of course there is. Investigators also uncovered an email from Eddie to Wendy where he literally suggests they add more high-value items to their list to max out their $423,000 insurance policy. Yes, you read that right. They allegedly wanted to push the fake claim to the policy limit. The audacity. Naturally, insurance detectives pieced all this together. The result? Wendy and Eddie Osefo got arrested and charged with multiple counts of insurance fraud, conspiracy, and making false statements. They turned themselves in, got smiling mugshots. Yes, they smiled for the camera during booking Bold Move and had to cough up $50,000 bail each to get released. Now, if you know Dr. Wendy Osefo, this scandal comes with a heavy dose of irony. On RHOP, Wendy's brand is being the accomplished professor with 4 degrees and a commentator on cable news, basically the last housewife you'd expect in a fraud fiasco. She loves to remind everyone she's a Johns Hopkins professor and a boss lady. And her hubby, Eddie, he's an attorney and recently launched a cannabis business called Happy Eddie. Just days ago, Wendy was bragging about how Happy Eddie was thriving financially. Cha-ching, as she told Bravo in an interview. Cha-ching indeed, except now it looks like that sound might have been the alarm bells on their alleged scam. It's giving all that glitters is not gold vibes. Wendy's public persona as Ms. Zen Wen, calm, classy, and collected, has taken a major hit because there's nothing zen about being indicted for fraud. And the timing couldn't be more dramatic. This all blew up right after RHOP's season 10 premiere, where Wendy threw a bit of shade about co-star Karen Huger's recent run-in with the law. Whoo, the karma of it all. Lesson time. Because yes, even in gossip, there's a lesson. This scam is a prime example that most of these housewives might be living beyond their means and projecting luxury that isn't legit. On camera, it's all champagne toasts, designer outfits, and we're so blessed. Off camera, a few are getting busted for being broke or shady. The Osefos allegedly tried to scam nearly $500,000 from insurance. That's not just a little fib. That's a whole fraudulent lifestyle they were chasing. It reminds us of other housewives who flew too close to the sun. Remember Teresa Giudice and her hubby going to prison for fraud? Or Jen Shah from Salt Lake City running a telemarketing scam to fund her glam. The Real Housewives franchise has a track record of real legal drama. So the next time you see a reality star dripping in Gucci and gold, just keep in mind, sometimes the only thing real about their lifestyle is the legal trouble it lands them in. In other words, all that glitters on Bravo ain't gold. It might be rented, returned, or reimbursed by fraud. At the end of the day, this story is the definition of you can't make this stuff up. Will Eddie and Wendy beat these charges, or will we be watching Real Cellmates of Potomac next? Only time and the courts will tell. One thing's for sure. This scandal is far from over. The couple says they're in good spirits and look forward to their day in court. So, you know, the drama will continue to unfold on the news and maybe on the next season. Cue Andy Cohen clutching his note cards. Stay tuned because we'll be keeping our eyes on this case like it's the next reunion special. And hey, if you enjoyed this piping hot tea with a side of shade, smash that subscribe/follow button for more and watch my long form videos. You know, we love to serve up the latest celebrity and Bravo gossip. Until next time, stay shady and stay informed.